Gadgets. The only quote-unquote good suggestion in the MML2 suggestions channel. Before I start off my rant, I would like to say that I do not want to be cursed out or just for having a fair opinion. Remember, other people's opinion barely change anything. It is completely up to big rigs to add something or decline the suggestion.
To be fair, it's a pretty good and sophisticated suggestion, going over very good details and stuff, but overall it's sort of like a knickknacks but more complicated, using slots in an inventory space that grants buff depending on the gadget. Pretty cool, but I don't think big rigs will add it. But holy fuck, it got so overhyped. Just explain to me, why is this so hyped and defended on so desperately? Someone could point out a singular disadvantage from it, and man, they could get flamed for all of eternity for absolutely no reason. For example, a guy I know called Cruciation only cited his opinion, and man, he got shitted on. Just look for yourself. Seeing that and the sort of depressing manner of people overhyping genuinely makes me sad. Worst part is, most people who defend this are macroers, who respectfully don't flame in the comment section, contribute to practically nothing to the community. I'm pretty sure why they defend this suggestion is probably macro even more. I don't fucking know. The suggestion says that drop rates of these knickknacks version 2 are very low. How low are we talking? Fucking 5 to 0.1%, give or take? That's how low. Sure, it can be sometimes overpowered depending on the gadget, but nobody's fighting a singular boss more than 1,000 times for just a singular gadget. Sure, it will solve some of the repetitive gameplay in MML2, but really, does it have to be that low? Hell, I would rather do the old Serenade grind than fight fucking Lin for 40 hours just for some item that barely fills the lawn faster or help me do extra damage. Hell, I can't even play for more than 20 minutes. That's how bad my patience is. Even so, it might mess up with the longevity of MML2, considering that the fact that the linear and time-consuming aspect of the gameplay is literally a part of its charm. Not saying that gadgets are completely useless and ruin the progression of players, it can make that MML2 can seem like those makeshift slop games that you find on your Roblox recommended. Oh, do correct me if I'm wrong, gadgets can only seem to make MML2 even more repetitive, making level grinding feel like more of a passive project rather than just grinding fucking Charmer for a flame charmer or something. As much as I'd hate to cite some names here, it's completely fair that all this fucking drama and bullshit arguments are just because of one of the type of people in the Discord server. Even mentioning that type of person here in my script sends chills down my spine. The rattle of their sweaty keyboards hitting the cheap plastic screen as they argue away into a seemingly hollow void that won't communicate back. You know why? It's because the person dipped like 30 minutes ago when the yapper was quote unquote getting to the best part of it. Like, oh my goodness, do their fingers not go numb from typing? Anyways, I would like to go over a few names one by one, starting from the least yapper to the most. Note, yeah, her, you know, the person who promises to last a full 2 grind only to start macroing after what, 6% give or take? Sure, Note isn't that bad to talk to, but man, she really makes me think of how bad the modern community has their patience with tools. It's like watching a vape protester start smoking cigars, yet they claim to not get addicted. And seeing her defend gadgets physically puts an expression of disgust on my face, not even going to explain why. Ah yes, the one that makes me want to break my arm to escape out of their absolute LARPs to defend how macroing people are still valid and how gadgets will only boost a tiny bit while fucking torturing anyone who disses their baby-fed gadget suggestion. I'll even put a fucking screenshot on what they did to my boy Cruciation. Trying to not get a headache from his arguments is like trying to not get rabies from inside a cage full of rabid dogs that haven't drank water in 3 days. It's insufferable, I'll tell you that. Watching from afar, I saw them argue with a good and long-lasting friend of mine. We'll call them by Waterproof. Waterproof tried to argue that gadgets are literally useless and contribute nothing, which I'll definitely agree on. What shortly followed was 20 minutes of pure insults and something else I can't say because TOS, you know. And I can't interfere either because coincidence being that I have the shut up role in the Discord server. forcing me to watch that macro provide outdated or even disproven information that proved nothing. Maybe I'll be slandered by them after this video, maybe not. There's only one singular way to find out. But even mixing those two up and making them even more shittier to talk to makes the most deadly and putrid combo. I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I'll have to point out the sore thumb on the hand. Celsius is not bad to talk to, but man does she result in a snooze fest on how much fucking information and useless lore she backs up. And of course, she's the worst. You know why? All she does is type, this your family, this your MML2 stats, this your old gen status, and even more. It makes me tired trying to read what she sends. I'm not even gonna make this section more than a minute long on how much she bores me. I can't even try to fathom how much shit comes out of her keyboard every time she tries to hop in a discussion. It's quite hard to even try to yap with her. She just knows too much. Just know this, if she starts typing when you made an argument, just quit, bro. It's not even worth the pain. Even remembering yapping with her before I got, silenced for eternity just makes me tired. Even my head aches from trying to remember. The amount of lore stuffed in that brain of hers is just a little too much for anyone, but golly, man, did you ever try taking a break? What's most important about a suggestion are the opinions from others. Not rigged favoritism. I'm in a server that has the most kind but non-loving people that are parts of MML2, or were, I don't know. No need for further detail, but me and a lot of others ask the same question. Is a gadget suggestion good? You will never know the answer from nearly all the members. Hell no it isn't. Argue all you want with the server and the members, but the members here, including me, stand by this opinion. Even so, I was calling it one of the worst suggestions ever, which is funny because there's a fucking mobile shift lock support suggestion, which is probably from a skill issue. And the most important counts of them all, the one who probably gives the least shit are the admins and big rigs. The admins from the Discord server, including the owner, don't really give a fuck about the suggestions. Respectfully, I would even consider them literally there for decoration purposes, unless they, host a giveaway, or even the black market. But we don't talk about that. Even after all that, I would even call it the Queen Bread, one of the favorite people of the MML2 admins / devs. We all saw the pattern. We asked for Arena Gold to be buffed years back. He says it happens minutes after. He wanted tools, we got tools. I'm not hallucinating or being schizo, I swear. A special someone even made a gift because of that. You cannot tell me for years people have been suggesting the same shit, and all of a sudden the Queen Bread says and he's treated like practically royalty, and the update is done right after. Is he not a Big Rig's partner? I don't know, could be. I'm just trying to say yes because this video is getting long and I fucking hate editing. Approaching the final seconds of the video, I would like to say thanks to all the contributors, mainly close friends who helped this absolute massive rant. And I will say some names on who helped this absolute massive rant. Waterproof Bread, Pamalma, Luca Moon 3, Slender, Torn, and many important others. While you're at it watching this outro, make sure to subscribe. It would be very helpful and help me motivate myself to publish more. What do you mean my last video was 5 months ago? Goodbye.